In the desolate darkness of an abandoned military facility, my SEAL team huddled in the shadows, gripping our weapons as if they were our only lifelines. We were sent on a covert mission, tasked with investigating a peculiar extraterrestrial signal that had been intercepted by our intelligence agency. Little did we know that this mission would spiral into a nightmarish encounter beyond our wildest fears. Our entry into the facility was met with eerie silence. The air was thick with an unsettling sense of foreboding. As we moved through the labyrinthine corridors, our steps echoed, amplifying the tension that coiled within each of us. The only source of light was our tactical flashlights, casting fleeting shadows on the walls that seemed to move of their own accord. We finally reached the command center, where an array of monitors flickered with distorted images and erratic data. At the center of the room stood a massive dome-like structure, glowing with an otherworldly blue light. It pulsed in harmony with the unsettling rhythm of my racing heart. Our mission was to establish contact with these aliens, to ascertain their intentions and gather information. Our communications expert Jackson skillfully reconfigured the facility's systems to broadcast a series of binary-coded messages into space, a greeting of sorts to the unknown entities. Hours passed and our patience waned. Just as we were considering aborting the mission, the monitors erupted with a cacophony of static, followed by a series of decipherable beeps. Jackson frantically worked to decode the message, and soon, the voice of an alien being resonated through the speakers. "Human visitors, we receive your transmission. State your purpose." My heart hammered against my chest as I hesitated, then stepped forward. "This is Lieutenant Walker of the United States Special Forces. We come in peace and seek understanding." The alien voice responded, "Lieutenant Walker, your kind has been observed for some time. We have questions as well." Despite the spine-chilling circumstances, a glimmer of hope sparked within us. We were making contact with beings from beyond our solar system, beings with knowledge that could shape the course of humanity. But as the conversation unfolded, a sense of unease gnawed at the edges of my consciousness. Their questions became increasingly probing, delving into the darkest recesses of our minds. They knew things about us that we had never shared, secrets buried deep within our souls. It was as if they were peeling away our masks, exposing our vulnerabilities. Jackson's voice wavered as he stammered, How do you know these things?" The alien voice resonated again, its tone now colder, more calculating. "We have been monitoring your communications and interactions. Your thoughts are an open book to us." My mind raced, realizing the implications of their words. The aliens possessed a level of surveillance beyond anything we could comprehend. Panic clawed at my chest, but I suppressed it. We needed to maintain control of the situation, to gather information without revealing our fears. As the conversation continued, the dome-like structure at the center of the room began to emit an intense pulsating light. It enveloped us, suffusing the room with an eerie glow. The air grew heavy with a palpable energy, and a strange sensation swept over me, as if my consciousness was being probed, dissected. I exchanged wary glances with my team, their expressions mirroring my own trepidation. The alien voice, now more commanding, echoed through the speakers once again. "Your intentions are clouded by fear. We seek knowledge and we will acquire it." A surge of defiance coursed through my veins. I couldn't allow these beings to invade our minds, to unravel us. "We demand to know your purpose here." The light intensified, blinding us momentarily. When it receded, the alien's form became partially visible. Grotesque, elongated figures with pallid skin, multifaceted eyes that gleamed with an intelligence far beyond our own, and tendrils that undulated in the air. Their very presence was a grotesque manifestation of our deepest fears. "You are not in a position to make demands," the alien voice hissed. "Our purpose is to understand the nature of fear. We have studied your species across the cosmos, and you are the most intriguing of all." With each passing moment, the room seemed to close in on us, the walls pulsating in rhythm with the aliens' cold laughter. We were trapped, ensnared in a nightmarish web woven by entities beyond our comprehension. As panic clawed at the edges of my sanity, a newfound determination blossomed within me. I glanced at my team, my comrades who had faced adversity together time and again. We might not understand the true nature of these beings, but we knew the strength of human spirit. With a silent nod, we unleashed a barrage of gunfire at the glowing structure, desperate to break free from its influence. The air erupted in chaos, the sounds of our weapons echoing through the room. And in that moment of chaos, the aliens' grip on our minds faltered. The light began to dim and their voice grew distant. You are different. As the room returned to darkness, we regrouped, gasping for breath as we gazed at the smoking ruins of the once glowing structure. The alien's voice faded into an eerie silence, leaving behind a lingering sense of dread. We knew we had escaped a fate worse than death, but the scars of that encounter would forever haunt our dreams. In the cold depths of space, far beyond the boundaries of our understanding, entities lurked, seeking to unravel the very fabric of our minds. And as a Special Forces SEAL unit, we were left to bear witness to the unimaginable horrors that lurked beyond the stars.